Welcome everybody to a special Sunday night stream of the Asian Mint. We've got Mr. Gabe Norwood and Mr. Jared Dillinger, PBA players turned NFT collectors. I'm starting to really wonder which field are starting to have more success in, the PBA or NFT collections, because these guys know their thing about non-fungible tokens and cryptocurrency. What's up, Sandy? Thanks for joining us today. Yes, today we are doing a special episode where we will ask these fine gentlemen right here to give us some ideas, some information what NFT projects to look forward to. Because God knows these like projects are popping up left and right. You've got projects in the Ethereum blockchain, you got projects on Polygon or Matic, you've got Solana on the rise, and you've got just all these options. But of course, kind of sort it out to find the best of the best. We have Jared and Gabe to help us today. But before we get into all of that, guys, how much sleep have you both had the last few weeks, since starting this adventure of a lifetime, which I want to call NFT collecting?
Yeah,
Let's start with you, Gabe. Yeah, let's start with you.
I mean, for me personally, I've been sleeping all right. I think I really jumped in, talking to JD and some of the guys during our bubble. For those who don't know, our professional league was in a kind of a bubble situation a few months ago, so I had a lot more free time to kind of research and stay up later and wasn't with the wife and kids. So now back into my routines. I'm finding a way to fit the NFT time in my routine.
Yeah, shoot. Just like Gabe said, we really started this thing during the bubble where we had lots of free time, and that's really where we started really getting into this really hard. And man, we haven't stopped since then. I haven't been sleeping much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know when is nighttime or morning. Some days, depending on when mint's dropping and projects are going up or down. But having fun with it right now. Having lots of fun with it.
Absolutely. I want to say hello to Ryan Benedict. Thanks for joining us, bro. I love that Doodles Facebook profile picture. Can I just say, I felt some serious FOMO a few days ago when I saw how fast that floor of Doodles went up, and I was like, God damn, what was I doing with my life? Why wasn't I on the Discord and hustling? Like some people who are very happy with the current floor of more than 1.3 Ethereum for Doodles. Congrats to all of you, of course. Mr. Dominic Tan, if I can share, got 5 Doodles. So he's probably enjoying his weekend, treating himself a little bit. Maybe take a nice fine lady out on a date and celebrate a little bit. I see you, Dom. I see you, Dom. Oh, it's 1.9 Ethereum now.
Oh, it's 1.9.
God, Jesus. All right. Well, see, one day I just strive to be like our. By the way, speaking of people who got doodles, Carla got a few doodles herself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
we heard.
shout out to Carla for that. Good job. I also want to say Peach de la Cruz. What's up to Roland Abagar? Terry Sino, thank you, bro, for joining. No dates, says Dominic Tan. He'll just have a date with himself, but that's all good. Who needs dates when you got NFTs, man? And of course, hello to Will Wong. What are we collecting tonight? We are going to get into that a little bit. But again, welcome everybody. Jeffrey Bondock, of course, the proud owner of 3 apes. Let's not forget that Jeffrey got on the ape bandwagon before anyone that's paying off for him. Dard Carino, what's up? Thanks for joining us. I like that profile picture. I believe that's Oni, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so someone got a good Oni. That's another good project. But I want to get to a comment here by RP Satalal, who posted hashtag Wed Mars. So I think Gabe, considering I've seen you post about this more than anyone probably, and you were on the Mars Cat Voyage bandwagon before a lot of people were. So I think this is a good segue. And also because Will commented and Gabe Norwood, OMG. So Gabe, let's start with you. Tell us about your Mars Cat Voyage adventure, and JD, share some thoughts after about how you feel about this project.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
mean, go ahead, JD. You start us off
No,
because you're the originator, bro. You threw the assist. You threw the lob up for us.
uh, yeah, okay, my pleasure. Man, we got into Mars Cats. When did we get into that, Gabe? Honestly, because I forgot. Everything feels like we've been in it for years. Granted, we just started
It
a
had to
handful of
be right when we got into the bubble, right? So like September.
September.
Yeah, it
Okay.
had to be
I,
September.
I remember hitting you up like, "Yo, look at this art. You want to get into this? Let's see what happens." It was kind of like that, really, more or less. Um, so we aped in and we talked to the head dude, and he was just talking to us about the company, the project, and where they're going and what they're about, and they're dope community. They managed to make NFT of me. Like, I couldn't say no to that. Like, from what I'm hearing, they're gonna make one of Gabe too, and getting NFTs made it yourself, and the project's dope, and the changes that they are having in the future, like it seems and feels like they're on the right track. So yeah, look at that. That stuff is dope in there. So I mean, I'm all in. So I'm not selling anytime soon.
Nah, I mean this was one of the first projects. Like JD said, he was kind of the voice in my ear to really check this out. We've both been in crypto for a while, so this was kind of like the natural progression, I think, for a lot of people. But yeah, like I'm not even like a huge cat person at first, and I feel like this has just turned my heart. Like I don't mind cats walking around and all that, and but overall, like you said, dope community. I think they're currently doing kind of updates or just updating people on where all like the little properties are from, what their inspirations are, whether it's pop culture and movies, music, and things like that. So it's a pretty wide spectrum in terms of the features and the things that you can get, and to find a cat that suits you. So I have a handful, maybe two handfuls of cats, and like the same thing. I plan on holding for a little while.
I like this tweet right here that says, through the slump, it remained at 0.11 plus Ethereum, which is good. JC, if we can get the OpenSea page of Mars Cat Voyage to see some of the available ones for sale and what's the floor price right now, let's do that. I want to shout out some people too. Brian James Saw. Brian is my high school classmate. He actually messaged me earlier and was like that he wanted to get into NFTs like Top Shot and the art that you see in OpenSea. And I told him to join us today, right? Because, of course, also so he can learn from both of you. Mark Dennis Ong, hello, thanks for joining us. Will Wong says you guys should be on Top Shot. I am actually on Top Shot. My user profile is at Naveen Ganglani. Just want to say top 1% off Top Shot. Just putting that out there, casual, because that's the only thing I can brag about. But Gabe is on Top Shot too. I believe we're trying to get Jade in the bandwagon. Hello to Ethan. More power, says Andre. Thank you. So right now, we're looking at the OpenSea of Mars Cat Voyage. So it's still pretty affordable right now, 0.118, and the art is dope. Now, we know at this point that with all the NFT projects springing up left, right, up, down, from God knows where, but there's some that are there to stay, and a lot of times the projects that are there to stay, yeah, are those with good utility. I want to take this opportunity to shout out Nice Fun Zombies that minted this week. They have a good game theory coming up. So guys, research on that if you're looking for new projects. Hello to Jen. Will says part 4%. I like that, Will. Good job. Gabe, Jared, what about the utility of Mars Cat Voyage you think would appeal to people who are looking for new NFTs to collect? Let's start with you this time, Gabe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the main feature that they've released so far is the spacesuit, the SST, which basically is a pack that you can choose. There's a variety of spacesuits that you can put on your cats, prepare you for Mars, and I think there was a little confusion early on with it, but overall, you see it spread out throughout other projects right now. The team is kind of distributing suits to apes and things that can be applied to different projects, which seems pretty cool. I think people are excited about it, but I think it's really more of a long-term thing that people are really excited for, whether it's, another utility, another use case for the suits and things like that. But I think the root of it is the art in the community right now that's really welcoming, got people coming in.
Awesome, awesome. Hello to Alvin Lubun Ping. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Kankle Fark and Tagarashi Gaming. Whoop whoop, let's go, Mars Cats. JD, I know you're particular about tokens and passive income, or sorry, not passive income, financial monetary utility. I don't know how to call it nowadays. Of course, we kind of gotta have some gymnastics about that. But JD, does Marscat Voyage have anything that would appeal to people who might be looking for something like that? The token flexibility of it, or are there other features to it that are worth investing on?
Man, that's a great question. First and foremost, this whole space is moving so fast. Like, it feels like an old thing to say tokens and passive income per se, right? Because it's just these developers, these projects, they're just all trying to outbeat each other in their ideas, whether they're copying it, trying to.
It's almost like the world is writing itself right now. Like we're in the genesis, the early stages, so everything is being developed. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, correct. They're winging it. And they're just ultra creative, ultra talented, these people, right? And like, for instance, Mars Cats, it was so creative what Gabe was saying on how they started making spacesuits for other projects, right? So they were bringing in the fans of this project into their own and this one into their own for that. Like, that was really good. That was really creative what they were doing. And from what we're hearing for Mars Cats is now that we're going to fly to Mars in a spaceship, possibly or not. Maybe there's going to be additional NFTs once you get to that planet, some alien cat, another way to introduce, another collection into their project. It's just, I think what you want to look for in these that are really important, green flags, it's just that these developers are really engaging with the community, listening to the ideas, staying in top of the trends of whatever's kind of, the in thing to do amongst projects. And I think Mars Cats is doing that. So as long as we see the effort and just like any project, they're going to make mistakes. As long as they're learning from them and you're seeing them show effort in the change, hey, man, I would say that's a good project to invest in.
Absolutely. And just looking at the cats right now, I mean, each one looks almost similar, but so different, so unique too at the same time. And that's like a rare, almost rare, important quality for NFT projects to have, But the traits stand out and the style is pretty dope. Speaking of style, though, let's progress now to our next topic. Another one that's been on your radar, both of you, recently. Let's go to the Wicked Ape Bone Club. So let's start with you, JD. I know you've been pretty passionate about this as of late. What makes you bullish, if we can use that word, about what's to come for the Wicked Ape Bone Club?
Right. Okay, so just like we were just talking about earlier, there's a token utility used for this company, which is great, right? But every company has this token vibe, as you want to say it. So what really stuck out with me with these guys is their branding, their marketing. They're really trying to just go all out with it. They have these wicked apes. They have wicked hounds. They have these wicked penguins on another blockchain on Solana. So they're trying to go across multiple blockchains talking about their company, which is, I don't see any other projects doing that. It got good and bad reviews, but hey, they're spreading, right? And they're doing this thing similar to Subducks, where they're having some sort of burn mechanism for, hey, you need 2 hounds, 1 wicked ape, 300 of our native tokens. You can create this brand new art piece, new NFT. And that thing looks doper than all the other ones in itself, called some sort of monster NFT. And it's dope, man. It looks really cool. So I like the direction that they're going, how they're showing like art is picking up in detail, as you want to call it. They're going across multiple blockchains. That's different to me. So I want to see where they're going to head, at this point.
Awesome, awesome. What's up, Ian October? Thanks for joining us, buddy. My fellow Heat lifer right there. Ryan says, let's go Wicked Monsters in all caps. Ryan's a believer in the Wicked Monsters, and RP says bullish on MCV. I'm guessing that means Mars Cat Voyage. By the way, before we continue too, I do want to say, as always, that whatever content we have in the Asian Mint isn't financial advice, guys. We're just trying to provide as much information as we can. My number one rule, the only advice I would give is invest only what you are able to lose. Please do not put your life savings into this. However, do be smart also. Do your own research. Gabe, right now we saw that the Wicked Ape Bone Club right there is at 0 if I'm not mistaken, 0.289 for a floor. And Jared made a good point. They're in Solana now too with the Penguins. Of course, we've seen what we've done in the Ethereum blockchain too. Is that a good entry price? Would you like take a plunge right now in that entry price and think that maybe there's the possibility the floor goes up even more?
I mean, I think just for me, my personal approach to things is personal. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know yourself, you have to know your situation, and kind of your risk factor and what you want to jump in on. In any of these projects, like JD was saying, it's such a new kind of realm that we're in, that we're constantly, just trying to find our way through it. So I think, just given the history of it, and kind of the vision, and like JD says, it's like I have Wicked Ape popping up on my Instagram, explore page. It seems like they're doing the work in terms of putting their product out there and making it known. So it's hard to dodge things that are always on your mind. So it could definitely be a good time to get in. Not financial advice once again, but like something that's it's easy to be out of sight, out of mind. And if it's not out of sight, it's on your mind. So I think it makes sense.
The reason why it's always popping up in your socials now is because your phone listens to you. Our phones listen to all of us,
No
making sure
joke.
to transport that data that is supposed to be. Nah, let's not get into that. Okay, I want to say hello to It's Me Pro, and RP Satalal says bullish. We mentioned this earlier. Hello to RP. I want to take this opportunity now to tell everyone that yes, we are planning to engage with all of you in the comments today. So if you have any questions for Jared, for Gabe, for myself, I will share you my hair wax if you guys want to know. No, I'm just kidding. Just do send them in the questions, and we would be happy to answer whatever you all have. Okay, so let's go now to our next topic, which is going to be very exciting, I'm sure, for our guests today. Let's go to CyberKong. So, Jared, I'll let you take the wheel here a little bit and kind of describe the whole CyberKong's culture.
Right. Sure. Thanks, man. So like CyberKongs, we've been talking about tokens so far in this show, about that we love them. They're there. They were trending. They are. So CyberKongs, these guys are so dope. They were the first ones to utilize a token. So that's what makes these dudes so cool, was the fact that they were the first ones to think of it. And they were surprisingly my first NFTs that I got into, and it was just pure luck, right time, right place, no skill involved. And so they have a token in itself, like I said, called the banana, and it's like worth $70 right now. In pesos, that's like 44,000 pesos, more or less. And you earn 10 bananas per day. So just kind of do the math, and it's gnarly. What makes them different is how they're incorporated into a sandbox game, right, on another platform, and they're metaverse per se. So you have these NFTs as pictures that you can turn into and playing games, and like what JC's putting up is dope. Like, that's just another company called Galaxy Fight Club that are introducing CyberKongs in their game, right? So you can see how CyberKongs they're all over the place. And since they were the first ones to do this token, it's kind of like all eyes on them. Like, everyone is seeing, what are they going to do next? And what are they going to do with these baby Kongs? Apparently there's no utility for them. And that's what everyone's kind of waiting for. And, you check the Ethereum floor price for those, it's already around 9 again. So, I mean, there's not even utility talking about yet about these things, and it's already at 9. So I'm sure they're going to perform and live up to the hype, but there's just so many pluses for CyberConks, and it's exciting to be a part of.
Gabe, do you feel the same?
I mean, this is the one. I think this was the conversation starter for JD and I. You know, this was the first project where he was like, "Bro, you got to check this out. You know, they're doing this, they're doing that. You know," and it was one of those, probably the first project that I had heard about that was kind of clear. You know what I mean? It was the first one that was kind of, you could see the end game and what could happen in between. So I haven't jumped on board. I always think I'm too late. I'm just too late. Yeah, maybe I'm just convincing myself because I don't know if you know what I mean? My risk factor isn't that high, but I'm like, man.
Yes, spend the casual 9 Ethereum, right? Spend the casual 9 ETH.
It's great. You know what? I need to get something straightened out real quick because, you know, we got this little crew of, you know, we're all hitting each other up about projects and stuff, and people think I know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. I honestly, there's this private chat that I'm in on CyberConks called Wall Street Conks, and it's just a bunch of whales and high-end people talking about where they're going to invest their money and whatnot. That's where I get pretty much everything. So just letting that be known. I am not an expert, everyone. I just follow other people. Okay, that's it.
Well, that's about like almost the whole world, right? Kind of imitate, follow what the winners are doing. Shout out to our boy Joe Devance. What's up, Joe? Thanks for joining us tonight.
What up, Jay?
Sure. Joe recently purchased a pretty nice looking Mecha, which was really nice to see. And of course, Joe has his own collection too. What's up to Roland? Thanks for joining us. He said this one is like Space Aces. And Neil Guevara, a friend of ours. Hello, Neil. Neil, do you own a CyberCon? Let us know. Okay, so you know that's a good topic to get into, right? Because you mentioned, JD, you could get up to 10 bananas per day for one CyberCon. Am I right?
Correct.
So 10 bananas per day roughly is about 40,000 pesos at this point, right? Right.
Yeah.
So
yep. Right.
yeah. Okay. So if you're making 40 grand per day in pesos with 10 bananas, and to get a CyberCon is about 9 Ethereum, which is about roughly like $1.5 million. We're like rough math here, right? Quick analysis. Would you say that that kind of reward, assuming the banana value stays where it is now, would be worth it if someone has the funds to buy a CyberCon?
That's a great question. Like, it's really ultimately going to depend on what, you know, the developers are going to do about this baby Kong. For a lot of people that are kind of trying to figure out what's going on when we're talking about these things, there's a Genesis Kong, there's a baby Kong, there's a VX Kong. They all related, kind of like a pyramid. Genesis is the best, VX is the lowest tier. But since not all the information is out, you know, that banana technically is going to plummet as soon as all the babies are finished breeding. When they're all finished, yeah, if you understand what I'm saying. So if the developers, if they can, whatever they're going to decide to plan for, it better be amazing. It better like knock everyone's off their socks, because that whole token's just going to plummet. So, I mean, I'm assuming they know what they're doing. So I'm assuming it's going to be good, but I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I think it's worth it.
Is this a comment by Ryan correct here? Only Genesis Kongs generate bananas?
Yes, that's correct.
All right,
That's
great. Thank you for that, Ryan. Joe says I thought it was 5 bananas. And Joe wants to know, is it daytime where you are, Gabe? I think that might be really important right now. We'll need Gabe to confirm or deny. Because where I am right now, it's nighttime, so I don't know if Gabe suddenly traveled halfway across the world or something.
We're probably right down the street from one another. We're all.
He's got those studio lights. I bet he's got studio lights in his
I got a nice light. I got a nice studio light.
He's got a nice light.
Nice. See, I see the plants, Gabe. We talked about that last year, and I like knowing that your plants grew like your NFT portfolio did right now. Okay.
They're thriving.
Great point here by Ryan. For anyone who wants a Genesis Cyber Kong, it's only about 120 Ethereum. Yeah, maybe if you guys join the PCSO lottery tomorrow, you might be able to get a Kong or something after. Okay, Gabe has great lighting. We agree. We like to think too that where Gabe goes, the light shines. Championship rings
Yeah.
and all of that. Let's see, RP Satalal Marscat Gang Gang. I think that's a thing for the gang, the Marscat Gang people. Okay, let's go local, guys. Now
Yeah.
we have an NFT that speaks to Philippine history and lore, and I think anyone who grew up in the Philippines and likes art and is into this market just has to be like not, I wouldn't say attached, but I'd say have an interest in this right away. If you have studied in the schools here in the Philippines, especially, and you've heard about tales, like for me, I heard about aswangs from our help at home. They tell you all these stories about how in the provinces there'd be aswangs in near the tree, so you always say tabi tabi po when you step on grass, right? Right now, the aswang collection has a floor price of 0.6, and you can see there with the 78.4 volume trade, this collection is going strong in the market. Okay, do you like this project, guys? Let's start with you, Gabe. How do you feel about this? Of course, I also got to talk to the creators, the owners on Twitter for full disclosure, and it seems like they're very passionate about this. Do you like that there's, as a Philam, Gabe and JD, do you guys like there's a Filipino presence that speaks to Philippine history and storytelling and folklore in the NFT marketplace?
For sure, man, for sure. And like the post, so Casey Montero jumped into our group not too long ago. He's actually one that put us all on to
Yeah.
Aswang, and it's actually was crazy timing because my wife and I had just been speaking about like just different folk stories and like Halloween's right around the corner. So just we were honestly, it's like half the stuff that's already been put out already we were talking about. So it's just been cool to kind of connect. And if you go to OpenSea and check the description and the properties, it kind of gives you the backstory for each NFT. So it's been cool to, even though I haven't made the purchase yet, I'm waiting for the one that jumps out to me the most. But just to go through it, just to scroll through it like a history lesson, it's pretty cool and it's fun to try to look up the old Filipino movies that all these characters were in.
Great, great. Nice comment here from Roland who says, speaking of local, Heart Evangelista announced on Instagram that she will have her own NFT collection. So we will
Oh,
stay tuned for that. As we can see now, NFTs are going global. It's hitting the Philippine market. So if anyone thinks that they're too late to anything, please, 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 just a reminder, you are not. Align Worldwide says, what NFTs are we getting today? We might get an answer from Jared in a little bit. Steph Triple A, you can burn 600 banana. This is going back to CyberKongs. You can burn 600 banana and breed foreign incubator, a baby Kongs plus VX Kongs. Still two legendaries left. LFG says Carl Del Santos, which is almost like the tagline of the NFT market today. Jared, what are your thoughts about, like local NFT creators having the spotlight on them? And now you got people like Heart Evangelista who's joining the marketplace.
That's dope. For real. I mean, I know for the three of us, we're really trying to help push, the NFT community here in the Philippines. And, it's kind of like the more the merrier. Like we're all trying to help each other make it. We're all trying to, earn that generational wealth type of lifestyle. So it's kind of fun, when you get a bunch of people on it, we're all trying to go for the one common thing. It's really fun. So, like for Ashwang, like it's dope. Like I like how it's hand drawn art, and you can tell it's a healthy project just from the amount of holders as opposed to how much is in the collection. The closer it is to 50%, the better. And they're pretty close to that. It looks like it's around 40, 30, 35, maybe 40%. So that's solid. So I mean, yeah, I'm just looking at some of the pictures that JC's putting. Like it's a good collection. And the more that we can support each other and rep each other out, that the better for us, right? So I'm all for these types of things.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hello to Joe Yu. Come on, guys, join the Aswang gang. Absolutely. Togarashi Gaming, hello to you again. Okay, and yes, do support local however you can, not just in the NFT marketplace. Support your local vendors, your musicians, your artists, especially the artists. Please support local artists. They have so much potential. They just need the avenue to display that talent. Okay, let's go now next to an NFT that I will say is close to Jared's heart, especially it wouldn't surprise me at this point if he was like a part owner of this project here. But let's go to the sup ducks.
Bro.
Okay, Jared, the stage is yours. Just enlighten us with your sup ducks
So,
culture.
it's so funny, bro. You said that because, like, even during the basketball season, we'd be in the layup line before the game, and the opposing team would start like yelling "sup" to me and stuff like that every now and then. So, it's been funny with these dudes. But I would like to first say, like, I'm not getting paid by these dudes or anything in that sort of nature. I'm just, I got referred to Sup Ducks off the CyberKong's private chat server, and as soon as I got in there, I was getting in touch with the founders and the devs and the community, and everyone was dope, man. Like, that was the biggest driving force that I really enjoyed about this project was, honest to God, the community. The artwork, yeah, it's cool. It honestly reminds me of like 90s cartoons like Rugrats and Rocko's Modern Life, Doug, Animaniacs, that type of era. And I'm a huge cartoon dude, huge into anime cartoons. So that's what really picked me up on these vibes. And the main dude, Frankie Nines, and one of the main founders, like Lewis times 100, they're so engaging. And like, I play with Lewis like Xbox on this Sea of Thieves video game. And that Frankie Nines, he puts out weekly updates, just letting us know like what's the new scoop, what's going on, what's not going on. I mean, I don't want to say it all. I want Gabe to talk about it too, because I know he's into Sup Ducks too.
Yes,
I could go on forever. Gabe, help me out here, man.
No,
Yeah, Gabe, tell all of us the name of your duck.
man, I gotta name them still. I was too excited. I got so excited that I got one, man. It was a work in progress. I joke with JD and a bunch of guys in the group because I was in the Discord, but I felt like I wasn't allowed to talk because I didn't have a duck. I couldn't say sup. Like, I felt so left out. I was like, man, forget this. I'm not gonna look at it until I get a duck. So I finally was able to get a duck recently, and just like Jared said, man, like the owners, like Lewis, messaged me on Twitter, went out of his way. I think JD or Joe had tagged me in a post, and just super welcoming. I think that goes a long way. That goes a long way. In terms of a community and building, relationships and things like that. First impressions are big. So I think that's also a huge plus. I agree 100% with the artwork. Like, we're 90s kids, 80s babies, 90s kids, and it's a little nostalgic at the same time. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Go for it, Jared. Go for it.
I know it's dope stuff. Like the whole duck thing that they're about to put out on the frogs, that whole utility case about eating candy, drinking soda, licking ice cream, right? And your frog turns into a thick, fat toad, right? What is that? And then your sup duck can lick your fat toad, and your sup duck turns into some animation duck, which maybe in turn can be used in a cartoon that you can get royalties from. Like, it's gnarly. Like, who thinks of this stuff, dude? So it's really fun. It's really fun to follow these guys and just kind of follow their creativity and what they think of. So it's definitely been fun.
Yeah, that merchandise that JC had in the screen just now looks really nice too. I mean, some of the merch you can get, and just wearing like a hoodie with your own duck, there's something about it, right? I mean, I don't have any merch yet of my NFTs. I do hope to change that. There is a project I am eyeing where we will get to print 3D helmet. So I am very much excited about that. I will reveal about that more on my social media. It might be something related to Star Wars. We will see. But again, I want to take I want to take this opportunity. Hello to Wesley, Mars Cats fam in the house. What's up, Wesley?
CB going strong
Um,
here.
yes,
Ooh,
sir. Yes,
Wesley
sir.
Gunn. What's
Nice.
up?
Thanks for joining us, Wesley. I want to remind everybody we are the Asian Men, so do follow us on social media. We plan to have more of Gabe and Jared
Yo,
over the
hi,
next coming
Wesley.
months
I
as
just
they
watched.
jump into the NFT marketplace. And if you have any questions for Gabe or Jared right now, like what project they're looking at, what they might be investing on, or just their overall thought about life, do send them in the comments. Okay, let's go next to the Alpha Girls Club. Gabe, let's start with you here. How do you feel about this upcoming project?
I mean, this is another dope project. I was actually linked to this through MCV, through Mars Cat. Met a couple of the guys and females that are part of this group, and they invited me over. I'm got an early jump in on the Discord, and just the artwork, man. The talent of this artist is unbelievable, bro. Like there you see right there, jail illustrated. It's just Jai illustrated. Sorry, it's just super clean. Specializing in like Japanese style art, and being I don't have daughters, but my wife and I have a niece, and just seeing a project centered around the strength of women and also the weakness at times. Just being who they are and being able to really express themselves through this artwork is really powerful. And same thing, another great community, a great project with just endless options. Like I could see this in a movie or something. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of Alpha Girl Club
Let's go.
members just going to work.
Yeah, yeah. The art just looks amazing. Like the
Thanks.
effort and the details in those, just even like you see how the color of the jacket, the hoodie on the left is a little bit crumpled, and they emphasize that like really well. And
Yeah.
like for example, here too on the right, the hoodie, the I'm not sure what you call this. I'm not so good, but there's a part there near the underarm where you could see a little bit of a scruff there, and those little details just kind of make some art stand out. So major
Yeah.
shout out to the creators for that. Let's
Yeah.
say hello to some friends. Hello to Terry asking for hair wax. Yes, we are the Hair Wax Club. That might be our NFT name. Still exploring different ideas. We shall see. Leon Young. A nice name there. I like that. That rhymes. Wow. ACG features in here too. Wesley says ACG seems like it will be great. Absolutely. That's Alpha Girls Club, of course. And Roland says Alpha Girl Club. Shout out to fellow dreamers. What kind of dreams are you having right now, Roland? You gotta let us know. Wesley, some great details and colors, absolutely. Um, okay, another project now, which is something that we all wish to be, is Bitcoin billionaires. In many ways, we wish to be
Yeah.
Bitcoin billionaires. Jared, let's start with you here first. Of course, we go with the classic design here with the pixels. How do you feel about this? What are your first impressions?
Um, like, first impression was like the pixel art. Pixel art's kind of in. It's the in thing right now. And they talked about there's a video game incorporated into it. So, I told Gabe about this right away. So we both looked into it together. And to be honest, I enjoy how there is no roadmap right now, and they're leaving that up for mystery. So I like what they're doing for their little market strategy. And while the mint happens, they're going to be looks like they're going to be airdropping some really high end NFTs. And like that's really it. Like it's going to be one of those 50-50s. Are they going to do well or not? You can go on to these research websites like Nansen or Floors.cafe, and they run a lot of cool numbers that you can kind of see when whales are jumping in, or how many percentage of token holders there are as opposed to that are in the collection. Just little numbers like that will give you cues. And we like it. It looks like maybe something. So it's one of those like, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Gabe, how about you? Do you agree with Jared's thoughts?
Yeah. I think there's a little bit more. I wouldn't even use the word mystery to this one for us. I think for me personally, haven't done as much research as others, but it's definitely a cool concept in terms of not really releasing all the information right now, and kind of going with the big name airdrops. I think will naturally just draw people in because you know what I mean. Take a chance and see what happens. But like I said, like the pixelated art, it looks like there's so many varieties. Sitting at a desk making some pizza. I think that's like a cauldron. Looks like we're brewing something. There's a lot going on over there, so you can hit something rare and could go a long way.
That's what
Yeah,
I liked
absolutely.
about these. Sorry for interrupting, Navs. It was
Go for it.
that whole strategy that they did where people who can get whitelisted in this project has to own a Bored Ape Yacht Club or a Sup Duck or a Cyberkong or a Mutant Cat or a Cool Cat. Basically, these high-end NFT holders, that was kind of their gimmick to, hey, we should invest in this project. You already can get whitelisted for free. So I think that was one of the main driving forces too, that kind of like just kind of forced us in to get it by default. That was kind of a cool idea. So anytime these developers again like have these random creative ideas to get you to buy into their project, like I'm game for that.
Absolutely. And we all know that exclusivity is one of the best ways to draw a specific kind of crowd, especially if the specific kind of crowd you want relates to your name of being Bitcoin billionaires. I do want to take this opportunity right now to say hello to Mr. Terrence Sting, the co founder of the Asian Mint, along with some of the other friends you usually have here at the Asian Mint. Of course, Terrence also is one of the developers of Uninterested Unicorns, which is personally my favorite NFT in the market right now. We gotta find a way to get Gabe and Jared in that uninterested unicorns bandwagon. Of course, anyone send their unicorns out requesting it? Those candies, I'm telling you, those candies are pretty yummy. If you guys know what I'm saying. Aswang NFT, thanks for joining our stream, bro. We appreciate you giving us the content to talk about tonight. More power to you. More power to our local talent. Roland Dreamers, I think, are the OGs there. He's part of it. Shout out to Roland for that. And of course, Terry,
Yeah.
happy evening to you too. Okay, let's move on now. We have two more NFTs that we want to talk about. Again, if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask it in the comments. If you guys want to join us in the screen, we'll send you the StreamYard link. Come on for a while, chill with us, talk with us. But now let's go talk a little bit about the Fat Ape Club. Now there's so many apes nowadays in the marketplace. Ape this, ape that, ape ABC. So what separates fat apes, Gabe? And what makes you excited about it? And after you, we'll get to Jared.
I think a lot of this comes down to marketing as well. I feel like this is another one that's been really pushed and it is visual. If you're new to the NFT community or you're researching for the first time, this could be the first one that pops up. I think they're doing a really good job of kind of controlling the visual and drawing people in that way. And I think the rest is on them. To take the project wherever it goes. But they're doing a great job of just having conversation. Honestly, I think we talked about this, JD, a couple of days ago, and it's got our attention enough to where we're interested in really kind of digging deeper. So I think that's the strength of the project right now. And naturally, as more information, more details come out, I think it'll either go, up higher or kind of stay the same.
Right. That's what's so hard to gauge on these projects, right? Because when you are in it for a couple weeks to a month, you start to get this routine that you develop on all right, so what's a good project? And you're looking to Fat Apes and they're big marketing, they're all over the place, cool artwork, seems like okay, yeah, that's dope. They're breeding some type of mechanism of adding or subtracting, right? Some type of something. So they all sound good, right? So it really is honestly up to these developers. Like, it's on them. Like, if they don't make any mistakes when the mint rolls out, or how much are they putting right back into the project after they make that initial profits, from those mints. Like, those are like the things you got to watch out for. So
yeah,
like Gabe was saying, we're in it. Yep, we like what they're doing. So let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Because the last thing you want is a rug pull, right? Somewhere where you invest your time, effort, money, and they kind of just leave you in the dust. And that's why you hear a lot of collectors in social media say, it's good when you know the team, when you can trust the team. The team seems like a bunch of people who are good-hearted people who care about their project, so they will not abandon it, and of course, in connection, not abandon you. Cheese Kimbap here says, maybe know your OpenSea accounts. I would love to see your collections. I believe Jared's collection is linked on the bio of his Twitter account, and his Twitter account is J Daredevil 2. That's right,
That's,
right?
yep. Check it
Yes,
out.
J Dare. Yes, sir. So go check it out. Check out his ducks. Make an offer if you want to. I'm not really sure he might accept it at this moment right now. Gabe, do you have a link somewhere where people can
Yeah,
see
I'll
your
definitely. I'll,
open?
I'll be adding. I'll be adding mines to my Twitter and here shortly. So yeah, definitely go ahead and give the Twitter a follow, and I'll have it up.
For sure, yeah. And follow me too at Naveen Ganglani. My OpenSea account is in my bio. And unlike these two gentlemen right here who are a little more advanced than I am right now, I am taking offers in some NFTs. Not my unis, of course. You will not find them there. But hey, let's talk a little bit. I'm kind of I've been collecting, I've been holding the past 2 months. I'm in the mood to play around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get tired of just staring at these NFTs. Again, happy evening to everybody. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we have one more project here that we want to talk about. And this is a project where you guys mentioned the other day there was a whitelist that was open for 2 days. Rebel Rabbits, which the art of this project is really interesting, especially if you're a fan of rabbits or just a fan of good art. You guys did mention though to get into the whitelist, there were some specific requirements on the Discord. Tell us a little bit more about that, and if you guys are bullish on the project, what about is it? What about it is interesting? Let's start with you first, Gabe.
Yeah, well, I got a little lucky. I got in on a giveaway, one of those little kind of raffles, whitelist spots. So I was lucky enough to get in there. But another project through Marscat, man, the community there, just supporting one another and each other's projects and things like that. So was contacted to check it out, and yeah, the whole masks kind of vibe was cool. I think the founders are very active. They're very creative in terms of kind of you get in at one level basically. You're whitelisted, you upgrade to another level. If you're more active from there, you're basically guaranteed a slot and things like that. So the the lead up is a little bit different from other projects I've been a part of, which isn't a lot, but for me, it kind of stands out and makes the dialogue and everything in there a lot more fun. But overall, I mean, if you look at the roadmap and the things that are planned for it, if it goes accordingly, it could be really cool, from the comic books and everything going down the line with royalties to everything in between. I think the project looks awesome.
How long before you name a rabbit Bugs?
It's got to be close. I'm sure that's probably the rarest one, right? That's got to be Bugs. Is probably the number one on rarity tool.
Did they talk about that? Is that available? Some legendary or rare one?
Just legendary rabbit.
That would be kind of dope, actually.
Got
All
Thumper.
right. Yeah. So I believe there's a video here we want to show about Rebel Rabbits that JC's playing. There we go.
Yeah, those are dope. Like Gabe, like what we're doing our group, we'll kind of just take turns piggybacking off each other. And Gabe told us all about this, and so we're all like, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's see what happens. And sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes there's ones where we did really well. There's others where we don't want to talk about too much and just pretend it never happened. But like for this case, for this instance, like how Gabe was saying, they're so creative on how they make you really work to get your whitelist, to make sure you're like really, like committed into like wanting to be a part of the group. So, when's the mint? The release is like the 27th, or is it the 31st?
31st, it seems like.
31st is the public mint, and then
Right.
I think the 29th is the start of the white.
Yeah, man. So when Gabe's excited about it, like I'm just kind of like, oh, dope. All right, let's do this. Gabe's excited. It's got to be dope. So
Yeah, this looks like Deathstroke Justice League meets like Rabbits Gone Wild. So it's very interesting for sure. Leon here says, I'm trying to get MCV collab with the Rabbits. That's something to watch out for. Breaking news in the Asian Mint, guys. That's what we do in the Asian Mint. We break NFT news
Nice.
when we can. 1331, October 31, Bitcoin White Paper Day. Okay, something to look forward to. Check out Mute on Twitter, says Leon too. And of course, I want to remind everybody that we have discussed a number of different NFT projects, such as Cyberkongs, such as Subducks, Let's see, what else did we talk about? We talked about Wicked
Mars
Apes,
Cat,
Mars Cat
Gabe,
Voyage. Yes. So if
Pokemon.
you guys want to if you guys just joined, you want to revisit our discussions about those projects, we will upload this full video on our YouTube page, The Asian Mint. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video too. Would appreciate that big time. Okay, so we have discussed about all the projects that were on our list right now. And we have a video we want to show everybody before this episode ends. But before we do that, let's go to our guest today and let's ask them what other projects have you come across that you would like people to look out for, or maybe attempt to get in the whitelist on because it might be worth it. Let's go with Jared to start.
Ooh, oh, man, put me on the spot. Currently I am looking at Octoheads. I think they're currently in a reveal stage right now. Octoheads because there are a handful of Cyberpunk devs that are fully into Octoheads, so that's like 80% why I'm in there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks cool. It's pixel art. It looks dope. Octopus on some dude or chick's head. So I'm interested, I guess. And but yeah, Octoheads and Hape Beast. Hape Beast is like this 3D art of an ape, and you know, we found out that the founder is Filipino, and that's really dope as it is. Yeah. I haven't contacted him or anything like that, but just the build up, their website looks really cool and not too revealing. So there's some interest in that. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get on that list over there somehow.
Amen, amen. We're gonna try to get some Hape Beast art here on the screen to show everybody if we can find it. Let's go to Gabe now. Gabe, what are you looking at?
Man, for me, I'll take it back to the first mint I ever did. I'll go backwards to a project that's floor is kind of low, and I think it still has some potential in Axolotls. You know, I think it's a more fun, playful kind of piece of art. You know, it's active, it's moving. That drew me in. I was like, hold up, this one's moving. What's going on over here? But it's this little underwater creature moving over here. But yeah, Axolotls, I think they got a good team, man. They got a good support group in terms of, you know, loyal members. And, you know, I think they're taking the slow and steady approach, which I think is good. You know, with everything moving so fast in the space, I think they're just slowly trying to get it all right. And I think they can do that. So, you know, Axolotls is one I'm still holding on to, but I think could be a good project to look into.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do own an XO too, and I'm very excited about them. The floor recently dropped from about 0.24 to 0.11, although I have a feeling it won't stay that way for too long. So, guys, if you can XO in, do that. I'll never forget too, Gabe was in the bubble, I think, and I got a message from him randomly, and I was like, oh, damn, I wonder if he's going to tell me something about the game here, you know, something for me to report. And he's like, hey, bro, so we can download our Axos already, right? And I'm like, yeah, we can, of course.
My right click isn't working. All right.
Oh, dude.
That was so
when you
hilarious.
first get into NFTs, it's so funny because you feel so embarrassed asking people questions. And you just feel so like, hey, bro, I'm so sorry about this, dude. But can you tell me whatever it is? You know, like we all go through that. It sucks.
I know, yeah. There was a project I was trying to mint one time, and the I'm not sure what was wrong, but there was something I think wrong with my website. It wouldn't load on my page. So people in the Discord are like, just mint it through the contract, and I'm there like, you can mint through a contract? What the hell are you talking about? And they're just like, yeah, you can do this, and I'm like, no shit.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Or like when I first just got into it, I'm the type that when I get into like new passions, I just jump in the pool, you know, shirts, shorts, everything, just jump in there, have fun. So I'm like, guys, what are gas prices? What are gwei? And they're like, some people, I don't know, they must have like scratched their head or something. He's like, this guy probably doesn't know what the hell he's even getting into.
Right.
But
it's so embarrassing asking questions like that. Like, but
exactly. Yeah, but it's temporary embarrassment because asking questions and getting the answers you need might save you from spending $1,000 by accident trying to mint a
preach.
Yeah.
Don't be prideful. Don't do that.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure. You know how they say you can't bring ego in the gym? If you can't lift too heavy, don't lift too heavy. You can't bring ego into the NFT market too. Ask questions, learn, do your own research,
Ask
and do
as
it
many
responsibly.
questions.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Wesley says too many projects to keep up with. You need to ask questions, lol. Especially if you are a noob like me. Don't worry, we're all noobs in some way, Wesley. Play NFT Boy console dropping soon. That's gonna be interesting for a number of people. Needless to say. And
Let's talk about
Horizon. Okay, yeah. JC, our boy behind the scenes right now, mentioned Horizon a few days ago. So you guys also ran into this, right? Or ran across this. I believe you compared it a little bit to Mecha. So how
Yeah,
do you
that's
guys
just
feel about it? Yeah.
right. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check it out. I can't remember who posted that. Somebody put it in our group, but definitely something I'll check out. I'll definitely check it out.
I want to see it. Wait, JC, put it up. Put it up
No,
on the screen. Can I do it?
Exactly. JC, if we can put that up on the screen real quick.
One second.
While we wait for JC to do that, let's read through some comments. DCMG says questioning is free anyway. Absolutely. Cheese Kimbap, Hype Beast too dope. Yes, sir. Wesley says I'm in Horizon also similar to Mecha. I like them better. Ooh. Okay, intriguing. Color us intrigued. Let's see if we missed out some comments here while we wait for this to load on the screen. Okay, cool.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Ooh,
That's
Whoa.
very nice. 30,000 members on Discord. Okay, and
Kind of
for
looks like that kind of looks like that character from Mortal Kombat,
sorry.
yeah,
Cyrax.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Cyrax? Did I say that
Ooh.
correct?
Oh,
Oh, that's
Ooh.
very nice. That's very nice. Okay, I am
Well,
joining that
we're all
Discord
equal.
ASAP. Okay.
Doesn't take much to impress us.
right.
Anything that shines or sparkly, like hell yeah, we're in.
Yeah. This almost looks like a stormtrooper, except like way more evil and actually intimidating.
Yeah, those are dope. Like when I first got into this whole NFT space, like I am so blown away on how talented
Yes.
these people are. I just couldn't fathom it. I just been an athlete my whole life. I have zero creativity in my bones, and just every project is so fascinating or interesting, or like they got a story behind it, or this stuff is so addicting because everything is just as good as the next, you know?
True that. And sometimes that might be the reason why you should also jump from one project to the next. But there are some certain keepers you also gotta stay with. I also have to say that I'm just waiting for like written articles to become NFTs eventually. Just because once that happens, I'm like going on an island somewhere and bidding everyone goodbye. And I'm just gonna be chilling, making like NFT write-ups. Maybe I'll make a story about Gabe and Jared's lives and make that into an NFT or something. Um, all right. Francis, what NFT will you recommend? He asks. Okay, let's give him one NFT each, guys. I'll start. I know Francis is a basketball fan, so check out NBA Top Shot for sure. That's what got me into NFTs, and Top Shot makes me appreciate a transaction fee over a gas fee. Jared, any suggestions for Francis?
Yeah. Okay, so let's just disregard everything we were talking about earlier. I would suggest looking in Fox Fam. Look in Fox Fam. They're under 0.5. Anything that's kind of like under 0.5, above 0.1 is in a great position to really go up before this market hits another mini bull run. Great art. They have a cool like mecha verse that they're developing. Yada yada yada. Checks all the green checklists in the box. But look into that. That's not. I don't think that's the one. That's like a different version. But that's Foxy Fam. Fox Fam. There it is. Yep, you saw it. That first one, or is it this one? That's the one. Try that one, buddy. See how that one goes. I got one too. Just letting you know, I have one in my collection.
Dope.
I'd go with two projects that are their floors are pretty similar, pretty low, but Super Fuzz and Slim Hoods. Another I thought like Slim Hoods just looked pretty cool. I'm not sure long term in terms of what the use case is, but art. Super Fuzz, I know they have a game that they're planning in the future with it. This is the good guys. They came out with a collection of Super Fuzz bad guys. So I'm guessing those are the villains and the heroes kind of to their games. But as a basketball fan, I know Super Fuzz has a Kobe jersey on there too. So you might be able to find a cool Kobe jersey.
Awesome. Thank you for that, guys. Also, Ryan here has a suggestion. Women and weapons for Francis. It's around 0.14 Ethereum right now to get in. If my math doesn't betray me right now, I believe that's somewhere around 20 grand in pesos. So that's about a good entry point. Check out the Moon Boys, guys. Says Tequila Design. I like that name. Tequila Design. Are you also getting into NFTs? Because you could that picture right there looks like some nice artwork about to happen. Let us know. Maybe you have a project you'd like to share. And yes, everybody, I also just want to announce that we released some recent episodes on the Asian Mint Twitter and social media, including YouTube. We have a new series um, hosted by our friend Carla Lizardo. It's NFT for Dummies, Intro to NFT. So if you want to get into the NFT marketplace a little bit, do check that out. And we recently released episode 4 of my web series for the Asian Mint called Shilling with Navs, and we're going to show highlights of the recent episode. That's short 2-minute episodes, highlighting some projects that you guys might want to check out. Yes, so JC is going to load that video. We're going to show it on screen just to give you guys a preview. Last question we'll take right now from Wesley Gunn. Thoughts on the FUD project? Lot of hype, low mints. JD, I believe you have some good insight into this, and then we'll go to Gabe.
On the FUD project, with Wesley, can you guys help me out with the FUD project? Which one is that?
Yeah, is there specific one, Wesley, or?
Yeah, what's the FUD? Gabe,
Wesley,
do you know what he's talking about?
Actually, I just recently saw a post, I think, but yeah, I didn't really look into it too much.
My bad, you guys. Dang.
Yeah. Let us know.
Wesley. Step our game up.
Yeah. Wesley, help us out, man. Like, hit us up, dude.
Oh, there. It's called FUD. FUD Society. Thanks for the assist, Dominic.
That's the crazy thing about this NFT space. Like, there are so many projects. Like, you're not wrong. I'm sure that one's dope too, to be honest. Like, anytime we're in our little group chat and people are asking us, like, hey, check into this one. Never heard of it ever. And you look into it, it's awesome. Like, do you know anything about this one, Navs?
No, not yet, actually. Although some good news for everyone. Our friend Dominic Tan, who writes our NFT previews on the Asian Mint Discord, says we are going to do a preview on this tomorrow. So, guys, if you haven't yet joined the Asian Mint's Discord, go to the NFT previews channel. Check that out. Dominic makes great previews, puts a lot of effort into the written preview. So, check them out. FUD looks like SSS Shield by Dijo and Carla last night. By the way, that's another series we have on the Asian Mint called Let's Eat, but ETH Ethereum. Check out Genetic Chain, says Hervey Martin. Wesley, Shill Me and Shilling Planet, says Leon. And we have a comment here from Elijah who says, Yo, Jared. I guess Elijah is a friend of Jared's. And also Mr. Alvin Ping, must check out Uninterested Unicorns also. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Are we ready to show it? Okay, yeah. JC, let's show them the recent episode of Shilling. It's, again, like I mentioned, it's a 2-episode. We're not gonna play the volume right now. Check that out on Twitter, everybody. Yeah, JC, let's play it. Let's show them a preview. So this is our recent episode,
and we feel like the force is strong with this one.
Exactly.
So buckle up for the ride, because we're headed to a galaxy far, far away. This is Shilling with Nabs. NFT Helmets is a collection of 1,138 NFTs designed after the most iconic headgear in the Star Wars universe, but also presented with varying traits to appease your Force-sensitive eyes. But wait, there's more. The creators of this project are promoting it as the first full wearable 3D NFTs. Imagine that! The roadmap promises 2 important factors that really stand out. First, a floor of 1 Ethereum. With low supply and high demand on social media, the creators are confident that minters will get a good return for their investment. And by early 2022 at the latest, the 3D wearable helmets will be ready via a 3D GLB file. Sounds exciting, huh? Now, I know what you're thinking. Since these helmets are clearly designed after the Star Wars universe, will there be potential copyright issues? Well, here's their definition for it. It's up to you to decide whether you trust them or not. But hey, as what they say, basically, it should all be good. So, what do you think? Will this be a success? Or will the dark side reign supreme? Catch you all next time. Don't forget to follow the Asian Mint on social media. Don't forget to follow me on social media too. And we'll catch you all next time. And before I forget, may the Force be with you.
All right, everybody. So those are a preview. That's a preview of the stuff that we come out with on Twitter. So hope you guys can check that out. And yes, NFT helmets for any Star Wars fan. They are minting this week. Do check those out too. Hello to some friends. Winston, Terry, what's up, everybody? Thank you, Tequila. Okay, JD, Gabe, any final thoughts before we call it a wrap?
No, that was cool, man. Your little snippet that you did of Star Wars helmets. Is that who's a part of that? Is that yours? Is that
Sorry,
your
well,
is that your
no,
collection?
no. I wish it was. But it's a project called NFT Helmets. If we can get the website on the screen, we'll let JC put that on. They're actually, it's a pretty expensive mint price. It's at 0.2 Ethereum to mint. 0.2.
0.2. Okay, man.
I know.
Dang, they must be offering. They remind me of the gauntlets. You aware of the gauntlets?
Boss Logic.
Boss Logic, that glove, right? It kind of reminds me of that. Those kind of vibes.
Yes, sir. And they did say in the roadmap 1 Ethereum, so let's see if it happens. And this is their Twitter right now. They only have about 5,000 followers on Twitter, but their Discord is about 28,000. And yeah, they're also about the memes. And I'm just a huge Star Wars guy, so they had me hooked from the very beginning. And hey, they did say they would send a 3D GLB file that you can use to print a 3D helmet sometime in 2022. So that's pretty cool. We will see how that happens.
So like
yes,
a real life
sir.
NFT of whatever you buy.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping to get a Darth Vader or a Boba Fett. Style is just, I like it. It's simple. It's effective. And yeah, it's pretty dope. Okay, Gabe, any final words from you, bro?
Nah, man, just thank you for having me, man. Good seeing you, JD. Just everybody watching, continue to support the Asian Mint and enjoy the journey, man. This is a cool time to be in the space and find what you like too. Buy what you like.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bad. I need to say bye too. My bad. I kept asking you questions about the helmets. My bad.
All good.
Hey, everyone, thank you for watching. Naps, thanks for having us. We'll see you in the group chat later tonight. But for everyone else out there, just how Gabe was saying, pick what you like, because if you can't sell it, you're going to be stuck looking at it. So enjoy what you're investing in, have fun with it, get your friends and do it because it's a great way to waste time while earning money at the same time. So have fun with it, you guys.
Yes, sir. Wise words. Final thoughts. We're all going to make it, boys and girls. We're all going to make it. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Tagarashi. Thank you, Cheese Kimbap. Thank you to Wesley, to Leon, to Dominic, to Roland. If I'm missing anybody, I'm so sorry right now. But from the bottom of the Asian Mint hearts, which is filled with love for pad thai and pancit canton and nasi goreng, and of course some chicken tikka masala. I can never forget where I'm from. We love you all. Thank you for the support. Hope you guys keep tuning in. And I'm pretty confident this isn't the last time we're going to have Gabe and Jared join us. And so far, our episodes with these gentlemen have been great. The insight they bring is always amazing. So no goodbyes. Just see y'all later, everybody. Peace out. Enjoy your Sunday.
See y'all.